Hello and welcome back everyone, we Weeb Online, and today I'm gonna continue the story What If Naruto Got Infinite Abilities Part 2. If you enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and to watch more videos like this, subscribe to my channel and turn that bell notification on so you never miss an upload. Now wasting no more time, let's begin.
Two figures lay unmoving on the ground being covered with rain. There was complete and utter silence besides the sobs of the spectators. Finally, one of the figures spoke with a feminine voice that was obviously holding back tears. Why? The other figure winced before steeling his resolve to answer the question. Because, flashback day after preliminaries. We find our hero sitting on top of the fourth Hokage's head while watching the sun set. He turned around when he saw his party member walk up behind him with her bangs covering her eyes. Curiously, he looked at her before asking her what was the matter. I figured it out. She chuckled darkly. How to get back to my male form, she continued as she saw his eyes grow wide. How? He was cut off as she answered him. I have to end the game. She smirked as she walked closer to him as his eyes grew wide. How do you plan to do that? He asked in fear as her smile grew more vicious. Just by getting a game over, that's all, she told him innocently. This is madness. Naruto yelled at her. Madness? No, this is plot convenience, she yelled before kicking him off the monument far enough where he'd be unable to cling to the surface of the mountain. At the bottom of the mountain, a broken Naruto groaned in pain. Player 2 has left the party. Shit just got real, Akane commented to Naruto. With Sasuke, that wouldn't be enough to kill him. I need to get more power, she murmured to herself before summoning a hawk and jumping on it. Orochimaru, here I come. About 1 week later, we find our blonde hero training rigorously at Training Ground 7 while Sakura looked at him in concern. Damnit, Naruto roared as he broke the training post. Why did she leave? I thought you helped her come to terms with her predicament, Naruto asked his pink-haired teammate who looked at him in pity. I did, and I highly doubt her gender is the real reason she tried to kill you. Then why he was cut off? Think about it. It has to be something so embarrassing that her pride forced her to blame it on something else. She tried giving him a hint. You know something, don't you? It was more of a statement rather than a question. Sakura just began to giggle at his denseness. That would be telling, she said in a teasing voice before leaving the training ground and a confused as fuck Naruto. The next day, Naruto was now looking at the Toad Sennin in complete amusement. Damn it, brat. How the hell are you this strong? Naruto just laughed at him while he picked himself up off the forest floor. Simple noob Sennin, I'm just that fucking awesome, Naruto answered him in complete seriousness. But you already know everything I could have taught you. What the hell you need my help for? Jiraiya asked his godson. Simple, because you are a somewhat decent seal master. Not as good as me, of course. I was going to ask for your help in making a seal that would be able to copy something I saw in a video game once, Naruto explained to him. Kid, life is not a game, and what exactly are trying to accomplish? Jiraiya asked, not completely understanding the amused grin on his godson's face. Tell me, have you ever played Call of Nindo? Naruto asked innocently as Jiraiya got a grim look on his face. Yeah, but the noobs online cheat too damn much. What does that game have to do with this? Simple noob Sennin, we are going to make a perk, he told his godfather, whose eyes grew wide at the prospect. That would mean we would have to make a seal that would basically tell reality to go fuck itself. He yelled at his student who looked unimpressed. True, but the fourth did it and you're his teacher. Also, I am his son and in Uzumaki to top it all off. We were destined to do this, Naruto yelled at his hysterical teacher. Why are you trying so hard? Jiraiya couldn't help but ask. Simple, I have to save my homie. She's going down a dark path and she's alone and confused, Naruto stated with determination as Jiraiya gained a smirk and pulled out a notepad. Sure, your homie right, Jiraiya said sarcastically as Naruto looked at him with a bewildered expression. Sure, we joke around a lot, but I know better than to actually try to go out with her. There is no way that she would like a dude, and he was caught off as he began to remember what Sakura told him while Akane snickered. Finally got it, huh? Akane couldn't help but ask Naruto, who went rigid. Why didn't anyone tell me, damn it? I'm a male, not a fucking mind reader, Naruto thought frantically as Akane shook her head at his stupidity. Naruto, you're preaching to the choir about the mind reading thing. Oh my god, Naruto couldn't help but whisper. Meanwhile in Odo, so Sasuke, you've decided to come to me for power? Orochimaru asked as she began to smirk. Finally the Sharingan is mine. Something like that, Sasuke began as she powered up a Chidori ... but I really just wanted a sword. Orochimaru went pale as she ran at him. Fast forward day of finals. End of Hinata's match. Hinata, how could you do that to a teammate? Kurenai asked her harshly as Hinata looked at her with a confused expression. Nobody said I couldn't use bug spray as a ninja weapon, Hinata stated while turning her head toward the Aburame clan who were glaring at her. She then gave a predatory grin as she looked at them and gave the bottle a test spray, causing them to look away immediately. In the Hyuga section, Daddy ... Big sis scares me now. A young Hanabi told her father, who looked at her with a solemn expression. I know she scares me too, he started before he broke down in tears while Neji comforted him. Don't worry, Hinata-sama is merciful. She freed the Branch family in main house from fate. So take your headband off and wear her mark with pride. Neji yelled encouragingly to his uncle, who cried harder. Back in the arena, Sekira Haruno vs Sabaku no Gaara begin. I hope you're ready, Gaara. I am not going to go easy on you just because you're hot. Sekira yelled at Gaara, who looked at her in amusement. Alright, let's go then. Just because you gave me my life back does not mean I'll go easy on you. Gaara yelled at Sekira as the real Kasuke's eyes grew wide. About 10 minutes later, Gaara now stood panting on a hill of sand, looking around at the sand-covered arena. His body was stabbed everywhere with kunai and he was losing blood fast. He looked up at his opponent, who was standing on the arena wall on the opposite side of the stadium. What was that? He couldn't help but ask as Sekira looked down at him, amused expression on her face. That was what Team 7 would call the special, she said to him before jumping down and walking toward the barely conscious Gaara. Before she could get too close, however, his body erupted in a blue light, causing her to step back. What is this, a special? No, this is. He can't be. Sekira thought in fear. He's awakening. What the fuck? Is his awakening so powerful that it unlocks BGMs from other universes? She thought in wide-eyed horror. In the competitor box, fuck, I recognize this song, but how is Gaara's awakening this strong? It's HAX. Naruto thought frantically before yelling at his teammate. Damn it, Sekira, get the fuck out of there. He can't control it. On the field, hearing her teammates yell, Sekira tried to move, but she was paralyzed by something she hasn't felt since before she joined Team 7. Fear. Gaara then began to raise his hands and chant. I am the bone of my gourd. Earth is my body and wind is my blood. I have created over 1 trillion grains. Aware of loss, but unaware of gain. So as I finish, unlimited sand release. Sand imperial funeral. What followed could only be described as pure epicness. The shockwaves from the attack made people in the stands fall out of their seats as the Kasuke looked at his son's power in amazement. Because he knew. That wasn't the demon. That was all him. Suddenly Gaara started searching around in fear that he killed his best friend. He fell to his knees after he realized that he couldn't find her. Damn it. When Shukaku doesn't kill someone, I do. He thought as tears began to fall from his eyes. Holy shit. A familiar voice called, causing his heart to skip a beat. Damn, I thought I was fucked. Good job, Gaara. He turned to see Sekira standing with one of her arms missing. The sight made his heart break. Well, fuck. I'll have to have Naruto fix this when I get back to the stands. If Naruto didn't unlock that defense bonus after Sasuke beat his ass, I probably would have died, she thought with a sweat drop. What's wrong with Gaara? Oh, I'm sorry, he said while looking at the ground before getting punched into the other side of the wall by Sekira, who looked at him amused. About what? Even with one arm I still kick ass. Besides, it's just a flesh wound, she stated while he looked at her in shock before he began to chuckle and pull himself out of the wall. Proctor, I forfeit. I can't be Kasuke if I'm dead, he told Genma while smiling a real smile for what seemed the first time in a long time. His siblings and father looked at him in shock as he started to limp back to the competitor's box with a smiling Sekira behind him. While this was going on, Temari looked at her brother with tears-filled eyes. Team 7 ... Thank you. Platinum trophy unlocked. Saving a demon must defeat Gaara without player 1 taking damage. Ryu plus 40 million. Hidden BGM unlocked. Emiya. Character unlocked. Yondaime Kasuke. Avatar unlocked. Sand release Naruto. Bingo book listing available. Rank A. Insert name. Yes. What is name? Tank. In competitor's box, we now find Naruto looking over a tired Sekira's arm while the rest of the contestants looked at her in concern. Snap. Heal all injuries. Check. Snap. Thanks, Naruto, Sekira said while Naruto just nodded and began to look at the cloudy sky with a grimace on his face. Don't worry, you will save her before it's too late, she tried to reassure her friend while he continued to look out at the sky. Don't you remember back when Naruto first came and she jumped at Sasuke? At her nod, he continued. That means that not even a pro like her could stop Sasuke before it was too late. I'm not sure if I can win. Smack. Everybody looked at Naruto in concern as he was just backhanded into a wall by his pissed-off teammate. Why? He began before getting cut off as Sekira began to yell at him. Damn it, Naruto. You can't give up because you think that you will fail, and that all evidence points to that fact. Sekira yelled while trembling. If there was anything good about you back in the academy, it was that you didn't think at all, you just did it and eventually you'd succeed. Naruto was looking at her with wide eyes. But what if I fail? Naruto asked her while standing up. You won't. Now stop acting like a noob and get ready to begin planning how to win against her, Sakura told him with a smile as Naruto nodded in determination. Don't worry, Sakura, I will win. Also, one more thing. Naruto started as she looked at him confused. What? Call me a noob again and I'm beating your ass, he told her in complete seriousness. Hidden trophy unlocked. Rekindling the fire. Hidden skill unlocked. Helping hand assist characters can now help without being summoned. BGM unlocked. Naruto main theme. In the arena, Shikamaru Nara vs Sabaku no Temari. Skip fight. Seriously kid, you have the longest match in the tournament, and you quit. Genma asked Shikamaru in annoyance. It was too troublesome. But, you just wasted 2 hours of our lives. That's like the most asshole thing I can think of. Genma yelled at the Nara before screaming and lunging at the kid who fell asleep when he was ranting. You son of a bitch. Genma had to be held back by Anbu as he was struggling to throttle the brat in front of him while everyone else in the stadium's sweat dropped. About 20 minutes later, Sabaku no Kenkuro vs Dasu Kinuda. In the competitor's box. What are you two doing? Hiba asked as Naruto and Sakura sat down and pulled out a deck of cards. They looked at each other before laughing. Do you even care about either person in this fight? Naruto asked him as he looked thoughtful before asking to be dealt in, along with everyone else in hearing range. Skip fight. Winner. Does anybody even give a fuck? Genma asked while everybody shook their heads. I'll just give to the kid with a bigger fan base. Winner Kenkuro. Genma yelled while Dasu looked outraged. But nobody gives a fuck. The stadium yelled at the poor boy that turned around and left whimpering about dumbass villagers and little screen time. In competitor's box. Well, it's time I go down. I'll be facing the second hardest boss in the game now, Naruto told Sakura, who nodded and wished him luck before crying after he left the room. Gaara looked at his friend in concern. What's wrong? He asked gently. He's not coming back, Sakura told him as everybody around them grew pale. With the Jounin, despite what I say, those kids really grow on you. This is really a damn shame, Kakashi said while closing his book. Whatever do you mean, my eternal rival? Guess who? What he means. Everyone turned to Jiraiya, who walked toward them. Is that today he loses a student forever? He continued with a solemn tone. Surely you're joking. Kurenai asked the Sennin skeptically. Nope. What Naruto did was unforgivable. It doesn't matter if it was an accident and ended up being for the greater good. To Sasuke, Naruto stole away her life. Jiraiya finished as he leaned against the rail to watch the upcoming bloodbath while all of the men in the room nodded sadly. Hey, if you lost your junk you'd be pissed too. In the arena, Naruto walked into the arena as Sasuke appeared in a flame shunshin and looked at him while activating her eternal Manjikaiu Sharingan. Naruto, who stopped walking when she appeared, activated his golden fox cloak, amazing all those who saw it for the first time. Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze vs Sasuke Uchiha begin. Crack. Everybody turned to the sight of a giant purple suit of armor surrounding a grinning Sasuke who was holding her stomach as Naruto was caught in the hands of the giant. Susanoo should be strong enough to hold even you in that form. Nice punch though, but if you aimed at my face you probably would have ended this fight. Such a noob mistake, and I can guarantee you that that was the only chance you were going to get, Sasuke told Naruto, who glared at her before responding. These hands cannot hold me forever and you know it. Naruto yelled at her while slowly pushing the hands apart. They won't have to, she told him calmly while powering up a Chidori and lunging at him and piercing him through his torso. Nice move right there, you made me miss your heart, she told him while pushing her hand through his back. But, I came prepared. Look around, you didn't think it started to storm for no reason, did you? Such a noob mistake. And two Naruto's growing horror, instead of the Chidori dying down, the lightning continued to shoot out of his back and into the stormy sky. You're serious about this, aren't you? He asked her while grunting in pain before calming himself as she stepped back to get more cover from Susanoo while pulling her hand out. Dead serious. Now die with the thunderclap, Kirin, she said as the lightning beast fell from the sky, hitting both her and Naruto as the light blinded the audience. Sasuke social link, broken, 0 divided by 10. With the Genin. Holy shit. What the hell did Naruto do to piss her off that much? Hiba yelled while taking cover from the blast, while Sakura began sobbing at the thought of her team being destroyed after everything they've been through. Hey, come with us, you kids are going to go next to your Jounin senseis for protection. You guys are too close to this fight, Jiraiya told the assembled Genin while disappearing in a swirl of leaves. In the arena, so you managed to enter Sage mode before being hit, smart move, Sasuke drawled while Susanoo disappeared. Naruto began to stand up as his wounds healed, and began to get on all fours and formed a giant Rasengan on his back. I can't use any of my stronger attacks without a chance of killing the audience, and by that look on her face she knows this, or else she wouldn't be so damn confident while fighting me. Naruto thought before sending a chakra arm from his stomach and grabbing her with it. Rasengan vacuum, he yelled while dragging her towards the ball of chakra on his back as she began to smirk. Shit, Naruto yelled as he couldn't flash away before Sasuke pinned him to the ground with Kusanagi. When the hell did she get that? Amaterasu, Sasuke whispered before engulfing Naruto in the black flame. That will not be enough to kill him, but it should be enough to get rid of that damn cloak. Wait, he's been too quiet. Oh shit, Sasuke thought frantically before looking Naruto in his eyes. With the Jounin. Oh my god, Sakura whispered as she and the rest of the genin landed next to the Jounin. She could only watch in horror as Naruto was baptized by the black flame. Sakura, I thought Naruto was the strongest out of you three, what happened? Kakashi asked Sakura, who looked down and grit her teeth in frustration. He is, but if any of his attacks miss, someone innocent will die. Naruto is fighting with a handicap and Sasuke knows it. She told her sensei, who shook his head. She had his planned out. She must really miss her junk, Kakashi said as he continued to watch the fight. Why isn't the Hokage stopping this? Hiranai whispered as she watched the fight in morbid fascination. My guess is that Naruto used a cheat to stop anyone from interfering with the fight. Sakura thought aloud as everyone looked at her in confusion. In Naruto's mind escape. Naruto, quick, you have to transform into my demon fox form. Akane yelled at Naruto, who nodded before he was suddenly kicked away from Akane by Sasuke. I won't let you, Sasuke yelled before turning toward Akane with a sad expression. So you're Akane, huh? Yeah, you really are beautiful, Sasuke said as Akane's eyes widened. I'm so sorry, Sasuke whispered before making Akane fall asleep with her eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. In arena, Naruto was slowly standing up after his golden fox cloak was burned away by the black flames as they disappeared with his chakra. Looks like I have no choice, I'll have to cheat. Naruto soon found that he couldn't move his right hand. Wah, Chidori Senbin, Sasuke told him with a smirk. Can't have you cheating your way out of this one. How long have you been planning this? Naruto asked in morbid fascination at how he was getting stopped at every move he made. Since you left me alone for days while I was stuck in a body that wasn't my own, experiencing my first period while you went off to have some damn coffee. Even though it doesn't matter, maybe you'd be glad to know that I'm on my second one right now, she told him with a sneer as his eyes grew wide. Holy shit, Akane was right, Naruto thought in pure disbelief at his bad luck with hormonal women. But, no more talk, dope, this ends now, Sasuke yelled while performing hand signs fire release, grand fireball jutsu. Naruto could do nothing but close his eyes with a smile as he was hit directly by the giant fireball. In the stands. It's over, Sakura thought with a sad smile. Well, since this is game over, I might as well get this over with since I won't remember any of this in a few minutes, Sakura thought sadly as she approached Gaara and gave him the biggest and first kiss he has ever gotten. Kakashi, seeing this, went over to the stands where the civilians were and pulled down his mask. I regret nothing, was his final thought before being swarmed by fangirls. Nobody paid attention to the smirking Jiraiya. It's just how you said it would be, Naruto. Now stand up and show them what a pro truly is. Cage box. Naruto, I'm sorry that I've failed you, Hiruzen thought the cliché line with a tear rolling down his face. In arena. Perk. Activated. Last stand. Naruto HP 19,999th chakra infinite. Sasuke HP 2,503,000th chakra 200 divided by 70,000. Sasuke's eyes grew wide as she saw Naruto limp out of the fire with a smirk on his face. How are you still alive? She yelled at him in pure outrage. Because I have something worth fighting for, he told her with a smirk. Oh, and what pathetic reason would that be? You, he stated as she took a step back. Wah, but she was cut off as he continued. Finally, she was cut off for once, and I do not plan to lose you, he finished before gathering as much chakra into his left hand as possible, which was more than Sasuke had in her entire body. I can't afford to miss this, but it'll be almost impossible to use this attack without my father or Jiraiya, Naruto thought before a transparent image of Naruto stood beside him with her right hand over his left. Yo, looked like you need some help, Titebe, Naruto told him with a smirk, causing him and everyone else who was still paying attention to the fight to jaw drop. Hell yeah, but one thing, Naruto started while she looked at him curiously. What? We're totally going to get sued and for that scene from Dragon Ball Z that we're ripping off right now, aren't we? Yup, damn it, he complained as he formed a Rasengan and combined it with a Rasengan that Naruto created, thus forming a vortex of unstable chakra in his left hand. I can't help out that long without you officially summoning me, so don't miss, Naruto told her fellow blonde before disappearing. Let's end this, Sasuke, Naruto yelled while holding the Super Rasengan as Sasuke converted the rest of chakra into electricity and covered Kusanagi with it. Let's, Sasuke said with a determined expression. Sasuki, Naruto. In the stands, Sakura yelled while everyone looked at her funny as she looked down embarrassed. I hate being left out. In arena, boom, flashback end. Two figures lay unmoving on the ground being covered with rain. There was complete and utter silence besides the sobs of the spectators. Finally, one of the figures spoke with a feminine voice that was obviously holding back tears. Why? The other figure winced before steeling his resolve to answer the question. Because, I love you. Damn, it was hard for him to say that. In an alternate universe where everything was less epic. ACHOO. Bless you, Hinata-sama. Thank you, Neji Nai. Back in arena. But I'm a bow. Nope, you are 100% woman. A woman. And if you ever put that yaoi image in my head again, I'm kicking your ass. Naruto told Sasuke in complete seriousness as she chuckled. Sorry, she said looking sad. Men, don't worry about it. Although I have a strange feeling Sakura is going to kick our asses. Naruto said as Sasuke held his hand as she finally figured out where she belonged in the world. And for what seemed like an eternity they watched the clouds. As the sun shined on them, she only had one thought. Everything is going to be alright. Player 2 joined the party. Sasuke social link. Fixed. 10/10 max. Platinum trophy unlocked. Rescuing the Raven. Avatar unlocked. Sharing in Naruto unlocked. BGM unlocked. Eddie Raff by my side. Bingo book listing unlocked. A class name. Ravager. Chunin exam arc end. Finding Tsunade arc begin. Yes, 2 weeks after the Chunin exams we find Team 7 laying in a hotel room waiting for the upcoming boss battle that Sasuke has been waiting for years happen. Opponent, Itachi Uchiha. Stats, 50,000 HP, 80,000 chakra. Abilities, Fire Jutsu, Amaterasu, Tsukiyomi, Susanoo, Genjutsu Mastery. Opponent, Kisame. Stats, 60,000 HP, 50,000 chakra. Abilities, Water Jutsu, Kenjutsu Mastery, Samehada Fusion. Advise, survive until Jiraiya arrives. You know, this says a lot about our luck. I mean, our first Chunin mission and it's already S-class. Not only are we retrieving the next Hokage, but we're fighting 2 S-class ninjas. Sakura said while twitching at her team's lack of normal missions. Yeah, but look at it this way, this is going to be funny as fuck. Sasuke said with a smirk. Knock knock. Operation Itachi Mindfuck Go. Naruto yelled while opening the door as Sakura lit up in a blazing blue flame. Kisame couldn't even swing his sword before he and Sakura disappeared, leaving a gapping Itachi all alone. What the hell? Itachi whispered in a disturbed voice before noticed the Sharingan eyes on the raven-haired female. What the hell, did I miss one? Itachi thought before the girl in front of him snarled and activated her eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, causing Itachi to actually take a step back. What the fuck? It's time I got revenge on you for taking the last Klondike bar after putting me in Tsukiyomi. Sasuke told her brother as his eyes widened in shock. Sasuke, what happened? Why are you in a female henge and how the hell did you get those eyes? I'm pretty sure my Sharingan eyes are still in my head. Itachi stated while idly wondering if he was still knocked out after the Akatsuki's party last night. Let it be known that even though Itachi looked after his brother when he was a baby, he never changed Sasuke, so he never saw him naked. When Sasuke told Naruto this, he began to plan the biggest prank ever on his future brother-in-law. Tisk tisk Itachi, how could you not know that your foolish little brother was actually your foolish little sister? Haven't you ever seen her naked? I know I have. Naruto told Itachi with a smirk while sidestepping a slap from an irate Sasuke for his embarrassing lie. Itachi couldn't complete his sentence as his calm Uchiha facade finally broke and he stood trembling with wide eyes that began to water. Why did you tell him that? Sasuke yelled at Naruto, who looked at her in amusement. 'Cause it was funny and you know you wished that it had actually happened. Naruto told Sasuke, who began to pout. Let it be known that Itachi was never one to let his emotions cloud his judgment. But seeing as everything that he thought was reality was being ripped down to shreds. Not only had his brother not run at him in a blind rage for killing their family, but had instead prepared to fight him over some damn ice cream. We also can't forget the fact that Sasuke wasn't his brother at all. That changed everything. But when he saw his sister actually fucking pout, something snapped in Itachi, something that could either be later confirmed as his sanity, or a seal placed on him by his mother. Suddenly Itachi stopped trembling and then launched at Sasuke and doing something that would make Naruto and Sasuke question everything they thought was right in the world. Kyaa, you're so damn cute, came the feminine squeal of the older Uchiha as Naruto's eyes grew wide and Sasuke actually deactivated her Sharingan in shock. Everything I knew is a lie. Strangely, that came from Akane, who decided to go back to sleep after witnessing the biggest mindfuck in history. About 5 minutes later, thump, that would be Kasama's body hitting the floor as Sakura looked at everyone in confusion. Yo, you're finally back, huh? What took so long? Naruto asked Sakura, who shrugged. I actually came back around 3 times, but you guys looked like you were having a moment, so I kept using my special. Sakura explained before kicking Kasama in the ribs. Kasama just bled a little. Huh, how about that? Grab his sword and put it in the key items scroll, I'll equip it to Killer Bee later, Naruto said before turning to the 2 raven-haired female in front of him. Now are you going to explain why you are now suddenly a female? Naruto asked Itachi, who scratched her head sheepishly. Well, you see, it was part of a plan created by my mother to show my dad that women could be a good clan head. So she had the 4th create a seal to hide my gender after I was born so my father wouldn't get suspicious, Itachi explained while Naruto shook his head. Damn it, Dad. You crazy son of a bitch. Meanwhile, in the plane of deceased characters, get back here, you son of a bitch. One extremely pissed of Fugaku yelled at Minato, who was flashing around like his life depended on it. Damn it, Kushina, help me out, I can't keep doing this for 3 more years. Minato yelled at his wife, who looked at him skeptically while drinking tea with Mikoto. True, but you applied the seal, so take it like a man, honey. Kushina yelled to her husband as he dodged another fireball. I didn't even make it. It was a seal made by your crazy ass family. Minato yelled as Kushina shrugged. Whatever, you still used it, Kushina stated matter-of-factly before turning to her best friend. Men, they are so troublesome. Mikoto nodded in agreement. But still, I wish I was still down there. I have 2 daughters now. It would have been so much fun, Mikoto exclaimed to Kushina, who looked at her sadly. Don't worry, knowing my son's luck, he'll figure something out. Even if it is by accident, Kushina said, cheering up her best friend. Boom. Ha, you can't dodge everything, huh? You yellow bastard. With Team 7, thump, that was Sakura, who just fainted on top of Kasame. Kasame just bled a little more. Sayo, well, now to the important stuff, Naruto said while looking at the ceiling, confusing Itachi as Sasuke nodded her head in understanding. Right. Hidden trophy unlocked, Queen of the Sharingan. Hidden BGM unlocked, Eddie Raf, Itachi Manjikayo in the eyes. Hidden character unlocked, Femitachi. Hidden item unlocked, Arashi's ring. 1 out of 3 objects that once put together will awaken the secret of defeating Madara. Each object is nearly impossible to find and only found by sheer dumbass luck. Platinum trophy unlocked, roasting a fish, plus 500 million Ryu. Water shark jutsu learned. Who the fuck was that? Itachi yelled while Naruto ignored her and looked at the purple ring in his hand. This must be important, but I need the other 2 objects to figure out what to do with it, Naruto thought before putting it in his key items scroll. Amazing, so rare that not even my action replay could give me the item after I used the unlock all key items cheat, Naruto thought in amazement. 4 days later, Tanzaku Town. We now find Team 7+2 are now sitting in a restaurant in front of a skeptical Tsunade and her confused assistant. So let me get this straight. You honestly expect me to become Hokage after everything I've lost? Tsunade asked her former teammate as Jiraiya nodded and as Naruto smirked. Shit, Naruto's smirking. He must have foreseen this and came up with a plan to get Tsunade to agree, Sasuke thought, impressed before frowning. Why do I feel like his plan is going to piss me off? No, the title of Hokage is for fools. Tsunade scoffed before returning to her drink while Naruto laughed. Normally I would disagree, but after seeing how batshit insane my father is compared to what the textbooks say, I agree with you, Naruto told her as her eyes widened in realization. You're Minato's brat, aren't you? At his nod she continued. Funny, compared to him you seem a little sane. Sane my A. Sasuki. Itachi chided her little sister, don't use such language in front of your elders. But you know he's more batshit insane than his father, Sasuke complained to her sister as everybody in the room looked at them in amusement while Naruto sulked in a corner. I highly doubt it, Itachi said dryly. I remember one time I heard our mother talking to him after he finished the very battle that made him famous. Flashback. So let me get this straight, Kushina hid all of your clothes after you spilt her ramen. So you actually went into battle butt-ass naked while concealing yourself in a henge? Mikoto asked incredulously as Minato smirked and Kushina facepalmed. I had given him some other clothes to wear, but he said no, Kushina told her friend while huffing. Like I was going to wear a neon pink spandex suit with a cape that had your face on the back, Minato yelled while Mikoto held back a laugh as Kushina glared at him. But if anyone had noticed the henge and broke it, everyone would have seen you standing with property of Kushina Uzumaki tattooed on your. Kushina was cut off as her husband tackled her, and Mikoto broke out laughing. Nobody noticed the young Itachi walk back to her room with a shell-shocked expression on her face. Flashback end. Everybody at the table looked at Itachi mortified. Hell, even Jiraiya was jaw-dropping at the tale before he came to a realization. So that's why Mikoto always smirked at him when somebody called him the Yellow Flash, Jiraiya stated before Sakura looked at a Naruto with a smirk. Hey Akane, you got your furry ass handed to you by a flasher, Sakura asked with a teasing grin as Naruto had to hold his head in pain at all of the curses Akane was yelling at Sakura. Damn it Sakura, I am so going to get you back for this headache, Naruto yelled at her. Anyway, what is this, a reunion? I was approached by Orochimaru earlier as well, Tsunade asked, ignoring the strange argument that just happened as Naruto looked at her in confusion. What the hell? He shouldn't have had his arms damaged, why would he come after you? Suddenly Tsunade looked at him in confusion. Arms? Is that what you men call it now? He came to me because junk was destroyed, Tsunade told Naruto, who got pale and looked at Sasuke in horror as she suddenly found the floor to be the most interesting thing she'd ever seen. Son of a bitch. Damn it Sasuke, what did you do? Naruto asked as Sasuke bit her lip. Well, flashback. ... but really I just wanted a sword. Orochimaru went pale as she lunged at him. Orochimaru tried to jump over her, but her superior speed caused her Chidori to miss his chest and hit his snake. Orochimaru passed out from the pain as Sasuke had her eyes wide in shock. His foaming at the mouth caused Kusanagi to rise from his throat. Grimacing, Sasuke pulled the blade out. Well, that ended badly ... for him. Flashback end. Everybody looked at her in horror as she finished her tale. Damn it Sasuke, couldn't you have just killed him? What monster takes away a guy's dick and makes him live? With Naruto shut up as his team gave him a pointed look as he turned around sheepishly before opening his book and began to look at Tsunade as she sent him a questioning glance. What are you staring at, kid? She asked rudely. I want you to be our 5th Hokage. Nope. How about my 10th future wife? He asked seriously as she looked at him as if he lost his damn mind while Sasuke grit her teeth. Damn it Naruto, ignoring the fact that none of the other women agreed except maybe Enko. But they will. Naruto cut her off in complete seriousness as she had to resist the urge to destroy him right then and there. But she continued ignoring him. You don't have a 9th one yet, she yelled at him hysterically as he chuckled. But of course I do, I'm not a noob, I can count. Then who is it? Because I'm sure as hell I don't know them. Oh, but you do, Naruto told her as she began to feel a sense of dread. Son of a bitch. Who? Sasuke asked, praying to every god she could think of that it wasn't who she expected as everybody else looked on in confusion. Then Naruto chuckled evilly and pointed. Right at Itachi. Son of a bitch, Sasuke yelled while everybody else widened their eyes as Itachi took a step back. No I'm not, Itachi told the blonde kid with complete seriousness before he smirked at her. Oh really? Not only do you recognize my pro skills, but I gave you your family back, cured your illness, and just given you an opportunity to be closer with your precious little sister. Also I'm rich as fuck, Naruto told her innocently as her eyes got wider at every point. Damn it, Itachi murmured dejectedly as she realized the kid in front of her would probably be the best male she could find as Sasuke started to rock in a corner with a cloud above her head. He just gets one girl after another. Sasuke repeated that while poking the ground. Is she going to be okay? Tsunade asked in concern as Naruto nodded his head. She gets is like this every now and then when she questions everything around her, Naruto told her before looking at her. Why won't you say yes? Because I don't want to be Hokage, she told him with a glare. I meant about being my wife. Because I don't know you, she told him seriously. You can learn, Naruto said seriously. Because I'm 50 and you're 12. Tsunade tried again. What if you were 20? Naruto said while concealing a grin as Sakura caught on and had to stuff her face with food to stop from laughing. PSSH, if that happened I'd come be your Hokage too, Tsunade said with a laugh while ignoring the warning signs Jiraiya was giving her. Swear on your Nindo. Now here she stopped because as a Sannin she took promises on her Nindo very seriously. But the sake she was drinking was clouding her judgment, and her instinct that would be telling her to get the fuck out of there. So she decided to play his game. Sure kid, whatever, she said to the horror of Jiraiya and Shizune, who noticed how Jiraiya was trying to get her mistress to shut the fuck up. Naruto just grinned wider as Sasuke continued her mental breakdown and Sakura burst out laughing. Snap. Age mod. Tsunade, 20 years check. Snap. 2 days later. Son of a bitch, Tsunade said for the 1000th time since the night at the restaurant as everybody else continued their walk back to Konoha. Don't worry honey, because when we get back to Konoha Naruto was successfully cock-blocked by the third Sannin that appeared before them holding a Vienna Sasswage in a Ziploc bag with ice. There you are Tsunade, I demand that you heal me now. came the high-pitched squeal of Orochimaru. Suddenly everyone stopped as he felt an amazing killer intent coming from the blonde demon brat. "You fucker," was the battle cry of Naruto as he jumped into the sky. A lot of things happened that day. Jiraiya found a new god, Itachi got turned on for the first time in years, but the most important would have to be that Tsunade lost her fear of blood, or any type of gore really. Orochimaru defeated. Platinum Trophy unlocked, Death of a Hebai team. Characters unlocked, sound for choose one. Teuya. Teuya will be available once re-entering Konoha. Player 1 will be able to decide what to do with her then. Gold Trophy unlocked, resurrecting the Queen of Slugs. Character unlocked, Tsunade. Avatar unlocked, Super Medic Naruto. What the hell was that? Tsunade and Shizune asked in unison, but everyone ignored them. Itachi then turned to Naruto and gave him the longest kiss he's ever gotten before she released him and wiped some saliva off of her lip. Everybody looked at her in surprise before she began to speak. "When we get back, I'll treat you to some coffee," she told him before turning to a fuming Sasuke. "Don't worry, foolish little sister, you will be coming as well. Think of it as some sisterly bonding time," Itachi said seriously as Sasuke and everybody else gasped while Naruto passed out. "I'll be sure to teach you some interesting things that can be done with genjutsu." In Naruto's apartment, we now find our blonde hero in bed with a raven-haired beauty in each arm after what must have felt like weeks of the best sex ever. "It's official, Tsukiyomi is my new favorite jutsu," Naruto thought contentedly as Akane nodded her head. "You're telling me, thanks to those eyes, I wasn't even left out?" Akane cheered while Naruto chuckled. "But we will have to burn your mindscape later." Naruto just chuckled and leaned back until poof. In Naruto's universe, the now confused as fuck Naruto, standing in only his frog boxers, was now standing next to a panting Naruto as she was standing in her Nine Tails chakra mode. Idly Naruto wondered why the fuck he suddenly wanted to do whatever dumbass task Naruto asked. But that was a story for another time. Naruto then looked at her fellow blonde with a raised eyebrow. "Why are you in your underwear?" Naruto asked curiously as Naruto shrugged. "I just finished having the best sex ever," he stated while causing her eyes to widen in horror. "I didn't cock block you, did I?" she asked while getting in a fighting stance as Naruto chuckled. "No, I finished when you summoned me." That caused Naruto to relax her stance. "Seriously, why did you call me here?" Naruto asked her as she looked around quickly before spotting something on a hill. "There she is," Naruto said with a growl. Naruto curiously looked on top of the hill, and there he saw it. Possibly one of the hottest raven-haired women he has ever laid his eyes upon, even if she had a weird mask on. "Holy shit, that's your Madara," Naruto yelled while Naruto looked him confused. "Yeah, so what?" "Bullshit. My Madara is some dude with MPD that's probably 50 years old underneath his mask," Naruto told her as she widened her eyes. "What the hell? That's kind of disturbing, dude," Naruto said while getting a mumbled "I know right" from her blonde companion. "And what the fuck, she has a body on par with my Tsunade, or knowing this ass backwards dimension your Jiraiya, and yet she's wearing an Akatsuki robe that lose," Naruto yelled as Madara landed in front of them along with 5 other people. "So you managed to destroy one of my 6 paths of pain. But it doesn't matter, you'll die here so that my Moon's Eye plan will succeed," Madara told Naruto before noticing the boy in boxers next to the pig-tailed girl. "And who are you?" she asked Naruto rudely as he got a grin on his face. "Oh man, I've always wanted to do this," Naruto thought with glee as Akane rolled her eyes in her cage knowing what was coming next. "I come from a land where noobs control the planet as pros become an endangered species. I fight for all those who are 1337 and repressed in this cruel world. I am the great toad sage that makes even Jiraiya kneel in recognition. By my friends I am known as the Pimp Master Sage. But beyond all of that I am a badass motherfucker. I am an AMIKZUZUMAKINARUTO," Naruto yelled while performing the Jiraiya pose as everybody looked at him like he was batshit insane. "Oh," Madara said honestly confused as fuck for once in her life before turning back to Naruto with a sneer. "It is time that we end this," she yelled while her and her 5 female paths of pain started to attack Naruto. The fight went on for 5 more minutes as Naruto idly wondered where the hell her backup was before both she and Madara stopped fighting as they smelled ramen. They both turned to the sight of Naruto eating ramen with a wide-eyed expression and a bloody nose while there was a tent in his pants causing them to give him what the fuck looks. "Hey, I'm sorry, but you gotta admit 6 hot females fighting is kinda hot," Naruto told them as he finished his 6th bowl. "What the fuck do you think you're doing, you perverted little bastard?" Madara yelled in righteous fury as Naruto wondered if this was part of a plan or if Naruto was really that blandly stupid as fuck. "I think I'm watching a catfight," Naruto said seriously as Madara fumed. "I can see that, but why? This is a fight to the death. The future of the world is at stake," Madara yelled while trying to figure out what the fuck was going on. Let it be known that Madara has a bit of a dungeon master complex, so when something that she can't control happens she tends to flip the fuck out sometimes. Geez, why are you such a prude? Why can't you? Naruto cut himself off as he finally figured something out. Naruto looked at him confusion while standing next to Madara. Previous fight completely forgotten at the moment. What? Naruto asked, confused by the pitying look on her fellow blonde's face as he looked back at her with disappointment. What the hell? Sigh, Naruto, you are supposed to be more pro than me. How could you not notice this? Naruto asked Naruto, who gasped in shock as he yelled at her. What are you two idiots talking about? Madara asked rudely while crossing her arms. Suddenly Naruto looked at her with a wide-eyed expression before walking toward her and bowing. What the fuck? I am so sorry, I couldn't tell before, please forgive me. Naruto begged her. Is she crying? What the hell is going on? Madara, though, while looking around in confusion. It seems that you haven't noticed yourself, so I'll break it down for you, Naruto said, while somehow the news that she didn't know what was happening made Naruto cry harder. I quote, am so sorry, Naruto yelled as she lunged at Madara and began to hug her. Someone please tell me what is going on, Madara yelled, finally having enough as Naruto looked at her again with those damn pitying eyes of hers. Okay, I will. How long has it been since you fought with the first Hokage? Naruto said while Madara looked at him in confusion. 120 years. Why? How long had you went into hiding away without any human contact? 50 years. I still don't see the point. What did you so the other 70 years? Naruto cut her off. Make plans for revenge and world domination, of course. Exactly. What? Madara asked, confused as Naruto shook his head sadly. I'll just tell you now, you are sexually frustrated, Naruto told her bluntly as Naruto fell to the ground in tears. Madara, however, looked shocked as fuck. What? That's preposterous, I've never even had sex. How can I be frustrated? Madara yelled while Naruto looked at her in horror. Naruto began to tremble slightly. Flashback wave arc. As Naruto woke up on the forest floor the morning after Naruto's episode with Inari. Naruto looked at Naruto in awe. Words can't describe how awesome that was, Naruto told Naruto as he chuckled. Akane still has much to teach me, but maybe I can show you something she showed me I can do with chakra claws, Naruto stated while advancing on a grinning Naruto. Nobody noticed the passed out Haku a few feet behind them. Flashback end. You're a 140-year-old virgin, Naruto asked in morbid fascination as Madara h-end and turned away. So, Madara asked rudely. No wonder you're such a stuck-up bitch, Naruto said bluntly while wiping away tears. Madara looked at her scandalized. Excuse me, Madara yelled. It's not your fault, Naruto started as he walked closer to Madara as she took a step back. You trained until you went blind in order to lead your clan into glory. You didn't give up on your dream even after your noob-ass clan abandoned you after unlocking another stage of power. You had only one Biju, yet you still almost beat the first Hokage who had the other 8. You are more pro than anyone else on this planet. Hell, the Rikudo Sennin is probably the only one more pro than you, Naruto stated before pulling off Madara's mask, revealing a stunned Uchiha matriarch as a smiling Naruto stood next to her. You know, me and Naruto recently found out that we have the same favorite drink, Naruto said innocently, and we were wondering if you wanted to try it. Madara looked at her confused. What is it? Coffee. 2 hours later, 2 voices rang out through the sky. One was masculine, the other was feminine. They spoke in perfect unison. Platinum trophy unlocked, preventing an apocalypse. Avatars unlocked. Hokage Naruto. Hidden character unlocked. Fem Madara Uchiha. Hidden trophy unlocked, satisfying a legend. Hidden item unlocked, Arashi's sword. Game, Naruto, and 1 day later. And that's why Tayuya would be my 12th wife and not my 11th, Naruto told a room full of shell-shocked shinobi as the new Hokage dropped her pen, while Sasuke just stared at him in morbid fascination before speaking. First me, then my sister, now my ancestor. Are you trying to fuck the entire Uchiha clan? What the hell, is there a trophy or something? Is that Ai you're doing this? Sasuke yelled while shaking Naruto frantically. There was, but she did not need to know that right now. Thump. That was Itachi, who just gave up trying to comprehend life. Whle Jiraiya walked up and kneeled before Naruto. I am not worthy, Jiraiya told his godson in complete seriousness. Damn straight you aren't, but the real question is, what are you going to do to my male counterpart? I doubt you are going to have sex with him, Madara asked while looking at Naruto as he looked back at her with a deadpan expression. Put that Yoi image in my head again and it'll destroy you. But no, I plan killing the Madara in this universe, Naruto said while pulling out a sword and ring. I have to find one more item of Arashi, then I'll get the secret to defeating Madara. Suddenly Naruto's eyes got wide. You got 2 of them. I only got this one. Naruto yelled while pulling out an item shaped like an L and giving it to Naruto, who almost dropped his items in shock. Naruto has obtained Gun of Arashi. Player has acquired all 3 items. Proceed to secret boss through portal. All 3 items began to glow. The sword in yellow, the ring in blue, and the gun in red before forming a pitch-black portal at the side of the room and disappearing into it. Sasuke, Sakura, get ready to come with me into the portal, Naruto stated before looking around the room and making a decision. Tsunade, you come too, we need a medic because Sakura is going to be needed on the front lines. You are player 4. Naruto yelled before jumping into the spiraling darkness with Sasuke, Sakura, and Tsunade right behind him. In the portal, we now see our party of 4 standing on a skyscraper of a modern city. It appears to nighttime and all is quiet except for the laughter of people during some kind of festival. WW, where are we? Came the amazed voice of Sasuke as she and her party looked around at all of the lights that illuminated the sky. You're in Konoha. 25 years later, came a calm voice as everyone quickly came face to face with Naruto. Who are you and why do you look like me? Naruto asked the 14-year-old boy in front of him. Wouldn't you like to know? Came the calm answer. But I'll tell you this, I am not you. And he wasn't. Taking a closer look, Sasuke could see that the boy only had 2 whisker marks on each cheek. You can call me Arashi, the boy said before raising his right hand. Snap! Suddenly the gun, ring, and sword flew towards the boy and fused into his body, confusing our heroes. I'm the secret boss, Arashi informed them, making everyone get on edge as he walked towards them before stopping 10 feet in front of Naruto. Who else is better to teach you how to beat Madara than somebody who was born after he died? But the information won't be easy, you'll have to defeat me. Go ahead, check my stats with that little book there, it won't help you either way, Arashi said calmly while putting both hands inside of the black trench coat he was wearing. Naruto opened the book hesitantly, something just didn't feel right about the boy. Opponent, Arashi. Stats 99,999 HP, infinite chakra. Abilities, Rasengan, Cage Bunshin, Blade Mastery, Gun Mastery, Seal Mastery. Advised, none. Naruto's eyes widened as he looked at the kid in front of him warily. This isn't right, there isn't even a preferred strategy to fighting this kid. What's worse is that he's giving off an aura of a pro. Naruto then glared. Why won't you tell us? Wouldn't it be better for you if we succeeded? Sasuke then looked at him in concern. What's with this? Naruto seems very hesitant on fighting him. Something's not right. Her thoughts were mirrored by Sakura, who gave her a knowing look before turning back to the scene in front of them. The kid just shook his head before speaking. Trust me, I would, but it's against the rules of the game. Arashi's eyes then narrowed as he pulled his hands out of his pockets. Now enough talk, prepare, noobs. And with that, Arashi jumped and disappeared in a blur of speed and reappeared behind Team 7 with his fist in Tsunade's stomach as she passed out. A pro always knows to take out the medic first, Arashi drawled, as Naruto jumped back with his team and got ready for battle. Sakura, stay back. If he can take out Tsunade, then he knows your fighting style too. Sasuke, you supply far-range support. I'm going in, Naruto commanded before charging at Arashi, who mirrored him and charged forward as well. Red, Arashi muttered before his hair turned red and his eyes became red and slitted. He then gained 2 black desert eagles and jumped into the sky and began raining crimson bullets down on Naruto as 3 crimson tails of chakra burst out of his back. Naruto jumped away from the barrage of bullets before changing into his 9 tails chakra mode and began to flash away from each of the bullet-sized chakra blasts. Damn, this kid is good, I'll have to make sure to finish him as soon as possible, Sasuke thought before she formed Susanoo and began to launch flaming arrows at Arashi. Recoil, Arashi stated before sending a powerful shot from his guns, allowing him to dodge the arrows before landing in a crouch and speeding towards Sasuke. Blue, Arashi muttered before his speed increased tenfold and his eyes and hair became bright blue. His guns disappeared and left hand had a ring form on the middle finger before his entire right hand lit on a blue flame as 3 blue chakra tails formed from his back, dismissing the red ones. Seal, Arashi uttered as he slammed his hand on Sasuke's stomach, causing her Sharingan to disappear and her chakra to fade. Chakra sealed. What did you just do? Sasuke asked as she fell to her knees as Arashi began walking towards the stunned Naruto and Sakura. In this form I can seal anything and my speed is increased tenfold, Arashi explained as Naruto's eyes widened in realization. Let me guess, you're older than you look and use that form to make your enemies underestimate you. Naruto guessed as Arashi shook his head. No, I'm really 14, Arashi explained as everyone's eyes widened in shock. Then how are you so strong? Did you use cheats? Naruto asked, getting a shake of the head in response. Then how? You know how they say each generation surpasses the previous? Arashi asked as Naruto nodded. Well, that's actually true. Each kid my age is twice as strong as their parents at this age. but because of my parents I'm even stronger. The only ones on my level in my graduation year are my teammates, Arashi explained as Team 7 widened their eyes. Naruto was cut off. Enough talk, noob. The you of this time would have defeated me by now. This caused Naruto's eyes to widen. But you are too weak. I'll tell you now, you can't beat me and your cheats do not work in this time thanks to the fact that the game has ended in this timeline. The game from your timeline is using me as part of it in order to assist you, which is why you found my items, Arashi explained to the confused as hell Naruto. Now shut up and try to figure out how you can stop me. Yellow, Arashi finished as 2 golden katanas appeared floating next to him as his ring disappeared as his eyes turned yellow and his hair went back to normal. Cherry blossom impact, Sakura yelled, but to her horror her fist was stopped by one of the blades as the other one found its way through her stomach. How was her final thought before blacking out. Minus 3000 HP. Increased defense. Too bad she wasn't prepared. Naruto glared at the kid in front of him as Sasuke could only watch her friend fall down unconscious in a puddle of blood. Naruto noticed the craters on the roof from where the bullets hit before coming to a conclusion. Red is attack, yellow is defense, and blue is speed. With those 3 forms he is unstoppable. But it looks like he can only use them one at a time. Naruto then looked around and mentally cursed, fuck, I can't transform into Akane's fox form, the area is too small. Fine, I'll play it his way because unlike him I can use all 3 of his abilities at once, Naruto thought before activating Sage mode on top of his 9 tails chakra mode. You're learning, but you still cannot win. Black, Arashi drawled before summoning 2 shadow clones, each in a different color before dispelling them. His hair went pitch black and 9 pitch black chakra tails shot out of his back, but instead of black slitted eyes Naruto came face to face with a pair of sky blue. Rinnegan, Sasuke whispered in horror, and then to further her shock a black katana floated behind him as his left hand lit in a black flame. She then noticed the black chakra gun in his right hand. I'll end this now, noob. Feel the hacks of the next generation, Arashi roared before appearing in front of a stunned Naruto. Shit, I let my guard down, Naruto thought before Arashi called his next attack. Hiroi, Arashi barrage, Arashi yelled before slamming his left hand into Naruto, sealing his chakra and backflip, kicking Naruto in the air, where he proceeded to shoot non-lethal shots into his body, sending him higher into the sky. Arashi then shot his blade up and through Naruto's stomach before disappearing in a black flash, and reappearing behind him, where he sent him back to the ground with a low-powered Rasengan. Boom. Minus 9000 HP chakra, sealed. Damn, he held back. I can't beat him, Naruto thought before he looked up and noticed the barrel of the gun pointed at his face. Shit, is this it? Finally Akane had enough of Naruto not realizing how to beat this brat and yelled at her host with benefits. Damn it, Naruto. You're not strong enough yet to beat him, but you're not supposed to. Naruto's eyes widened at this. See, he hasn't killed you for a reason. If you die, he dies, get it yet? You're supposed to fucking stop him now. Quit acting like a scared noob and stop him, Akane yelled as Naruto's eyes widened before he looked down in shame for not realizing how to beat Arashi sooner. Damn it. Heh, looks like your old man really can act like a noob sometimes, son. Now stop before I ground you, Naruto said with a chuckle as Sasuke's eyes widened. What? Sasuke stared in awe at what she was witnessing. About damn time, thought you were going to make me destroy reality for a second, Arashi said with a chuckle while helping his father up. Yeah, you mind helping me heal my party and taking these damn seals off? Naruto asked as Arashi smirked. About 20 minutes later. We don't have much time left, so I'll get to the point. To beat Madara, you have to prevent him from getting his powers from the beginning. That means stopping him from getting the Rinnegan, Arashi told his father, who nodded before smirking. Hey, we're about to disappear, so do you mind answering some questions for me? At Arashi's nod he continued. Okay, first one, who's your mother? I'm a Hanyu, figure it out. Smartass, Naruto said with a chuckle as the rest of his party jaw dropped. How did you get your weapons? Made them. How many siblings do you have? A lot, but I'm the oldest. At this Naruto's smile turned lecherous before glancing at Sasuke, who had a feeling of dread. How many wives do I have? Naruto asked as Arashi smirked and pulled out a photo. What the fuck, Naruto? Sasuke screamed at Naruto, who smirked and high-fived Arashi. Take care of the future for me, Naruto yelled at his son while he was disappearing. Only if you take care of the past, Titebeo, Arashi yelled at his father, who disappeared. Arashi sighed before turning around and coming face to face with the Hokage. So what's this I hear about you calling me a noob? Arashi went pale and his screams could be heard for miles. Hidden trophy unlocked, vital information. Ryu plus 600 million. BGM unlocked, Eddie Raff, wartime. 2 weeks later, Team 7 minus Kakashi and plus Naruto and Madara stood in front of the gates of Konoha. You sure you guys have to do this? Itachi asked her sister in concern as she smiled. Yeah, that battle made us realize that while we have power, we don't have the experience to make it any good. So we will go on this trip to hone our skills, Sasuke told her sister, who began to cry. Don't worry sis, we'll back soon, Sasuke said, trying to comfort Itachi. That's not it. It's just that I won't have a damn good cup of coffee for 3 fucking years, Itachi yelled, causing everyone to sweat drop. Well, let's go, Naruto said after saying goodbye to all of his self-proclaimed future wives that wouldn't be coming along with them except Temari, who he sent a messenger hawk to. Disc 1 end. Disc 2 begin. Yes, hidden gift for readers. If you have read until this chapter, here is your gift. The men get a night with either Kin or Kurenai. The women get one with Kakashi. Till next time. In a white room, a man was sitting on a giant white chair asleep before suddenly jerking up. He appeared to be 16 and had white hair and white eyes. Suddenly he turned towards the screen and scratched the back of his head sheepishly. Sorry everybody, looks like I forgot the bonus content for disc 1. Don't worry, it won't happen again, the man yelled before he ran to his closet and began to throwing out a Kyuubi plushie, a PS3, and a mug of coffee. Here it is, he yelled victoriously before coming back to the screen. Sorry about that, I had to find the sneak peek and hidden ending gifts. For those of you who haven't realized it yet, I am Rebukex7. Cheers. And this, he continued while holding up a disc, is part 1 of your bonus content. Insert disc. Well, here we are back at Konoha, time to get me my coffee, Naruto yelled before getting hit by Sasuke. Static. Dad, you only got like 4 jutsus, how the fuck did you become Hokage? Naruto asked his father, who smirked at him. That's all I need. Static. Let's hurry this up, yo. I got a fine girl to go turn into my Killer Bee was cut off by kicking the balls. Static. And 7 will always love Yao. Minato was cut off as his wife threw him out of the house. Take out disc. Well, what do you know, the sneak peek disc was scratched. My bad, our handsome and amazing crack writer said with a sheepish grin. Oh well, this one seems okay. Insert hidden ending disc. 11 years after the death of Madara, there was a 5-cage summit that would change the future of the world as we know it. And meeting. If we keep this up, we will go into war again. There is no way we can have both the shinobi system and peace at the same time. The Raikage yelled at Naruto, who was smirking. Peace and ninjas. That's like an oxymoron or some bullshit. Then destroy it, Naruto said while the other Kage looked at him in shock. Smiling, he pulled out a poster. And this is how we're going to do it. Standing up, Naruto showed everybody his plan. Step 1. Dismantle the shinobi system completely in each great nation, and turn each major nation into a city. Step 2. Have the academy teach the basics, and not history, while the clans train their children in everything else. Have retired ninjas train the orphans. Step 3. Have the new breed of shinobi make their own companies or guilds to take missions they want, and send 20% of the profit to the Kage of the city that sponsors them so that it can be used for the economy. Step 4. Have these new shinobi sign forms that show not only are they solely responsible for what they do, but also in the unlikely event of war they must help out their home city. Everybody looked at the Rokudan Hokage in awe as he finished his speech. That's so batshit insane, it might actually work. Good job, Gaara said while the other Kage nodded their agreement. But what will we call these neo-shinobi? As I can tell, they won't even be taught of their origins or even wear a headband, seeing how this plan is going. Naruto looked at the Raikage and grinned. I thought of that as well. This caused everybody to wonder how long he had been planning this. What we'll do is give all of the neo-shinobi a tattoo with the village mark wherever they want, as long as it is visible. The clans and retired ninja can teach them about heritage. And we'll call them. Naruto started as everybody leaned in close. Assassins. Naruto finished, enjoying the wide-eyed looks of everybody. Take out disc. And that's all you need to see for now, as I'm sure you have some other fix you would rather be reading at the moment. I hope you enjoyed the bonus content. I would love to tell you more, but my signature is coming up, signaling the end of the chapter. Bye bye, the boy said as he in the room disappeared from view. Rebukex7.
So this was it for today. I will continue the story in next part. Till then, we weeb offline.